Actually, one of the great advantages of being brought up on society's dustbin heap is that there's nowhere else to go but up.
Right.
And as you said, look, I'm of the Windrush generation, so you know the story that people like my parents came over in the 50s. I was left behind, and then when they earned enough money, I then followed, and I was brought up in Small Heath in Birmingham. And even to this day, I have absolutely no fondness at all for the place. It was the pits.
Was it?
And yeah, and I'm from a family of 11, so there's 11 of us. Look, imagine this now, Nigel, 11 of us brought up in a two-down toast house. There are 3 of us to a bed. We were really, really poor. You know, I remember my mother having to try and feed 11 of us with 1 chicken. And it's not one of these chickens, I get at the supermarkets, which is nice and tender. It's one of these old hens that no one wanted, and so she had to cook it for days.
I shouldn't laugh.
But, I've now to this day got a fetish with my chicken bones because trying to get every bit of nutrition out of it. But because we're so poor, my father had an allotment, and as the oldest boy, it was my responsibility to look after this allotment. And this is where my story started, because this allotment really became my oasis away from the misery that I was surrounded in. And I can remember at the age of 11 that I made myself a promise that one day I would like to own my own farm. Now, it took me about 40 years to achieve that.